If you have been a light worker for many, many incarnations, i.e., your heart has been calibrated for service to make the world a better place, wherever you are, a better place, to grow, to awaken, to be on a path of cultivating more self-awareness, there is a possibility that one way of being of service that got anchored in perhaps lifetimes ago was to be of service, be of service, be of service, and create a belief that being supported, receiving, tending to self, loving self was somehow selfish. Putting the mission before yourself. Oh, we always have to put the mission before ourselves. Not. Because if you put the mission before yourself, then the mission takes you out. And in this incarnation, with greater awareness, consciousness, you might want to shift the paradigm of how you serve and explore the idea that you're number one, the mission is number two, or number three, or number four. You don't throw yourself under the bus. You don't go into the I am unworthy, or it's somehow selfish to cultivate self-love, self-worth, or even honor your own boundaries. And so with this work, it's all about cultivating more self-love, self-worth, so that we can model a strong, coherent field. And there's just a couple layers, and we're going to bring in a protocol and address the layers with this piece. We invite you to take a deep breath in, to pull your energy and awareness into your divine line, front of spine. So rider, body, holding energy and awareness in your divine line. And just take a moment to feel into any beliefs that you have around being worthy, not being worthy, putting yourself number one, committing to yourself first before anyone, committing first to yourself before the mission, the job, the purpose, even the family, Earth, planet Earth. And it could even show up as being of service. If you can't be of service in the world, then what's the point of existing? That's an indicator that perhaps you've put service number one instead of your connection to your essence as number one. And if we've had that, if we put that first, then after many, many incarnations, there's a weariness that starts to kick in. And the weariness of like, oh, I don't have anything. So the bank account might be depleted. Your physical resources might be depleted, meaning no vitality, just totally exhausted, constantly showing up for everyone and everything. And you're just dragging through the day. And or there might be some despair. That's an indicator that you are ready for the shift. So here we go. As you hold your energy and awareness in your divine line, we invite you, soul rider, at the level of your higher self, your body, Diva's higher self, and teams to work with the energetic fields and the guides to reference that for a long period of time, putting the mission first, putting others first, was appropriate for your current level of evolution, your past level of evolution, past level of consciousness. But now you've reached a different level of consciousness, more sensitivity, more awareness. And now the way of serving needs to shift, where you get to model. And you get to put you number one, fill yourself up with your own light, hold all of your gifts on you, in you, for you. Model that as you move in the world instead of giving everything you've got to everyone. And so again, feel into that fatigue, the frustration, the desire, I want to serve in a bigger way. If you want to serve in a bigger way and you just haven't been having the opportunity to serve in a bigger way, it's because you have to shift this paradigm. And as you bring that conscious awareness in, holding your awareness in your divine line, we invite you, soul rider, at the level of your higher self, your body, Diva's higher self, and teams, to work with the energetic fields and the guides, to lift all of your loyalty, all of your commitment, all of your priorities off of everyone and everything, and back to your spark. Back to the spark in the heart of source where you exist. Spark is number one. Body Deva, back to your spark in the heart of source. Teams, back to your sparks in the heart of source. and all the beings of love and light that are watching your lead, all of your priorities, your commitments, your number one on your sparks in the heart of Source. Everyone, all of the priorities on the spark in the heart of Source, so that your connection to your spark, to your divine part of you, is your number one before you even think of serving, before you ever think of committing or engaging with anyone or anything. Commitment, loyalty, priorities, number one spark. And you just might silently say to yourself, commitments, loyalty, commitment, loyalties, priorities. Number one priority, spark, my connection to my spark. Number one priority, my connection to my spark. Number one commitment, connection to my spark. Number one mission, commitment to my spark, connection to my spark. Number one mission, connection to my spark. Number one focus, connection to my spark. Body, number one, connection to your spark. And then as you use the physical dimension to make a request for instantaneous manifestation, actualization in another dimension in your spark that exists in another dimension, your spark does not exist in the physical dimension, but it does exist in another dimension. You are creating a huge soul paradigm shift. Your body div is creating a huge soul paradigm shift, nature spirit shift by committing priorities, number one in your spark. And whatever you're holding in your spark creates a ripple and a reflection in every single dimension where you're expressing yourself. You might feel lighter. You might feel a little more expanded, because the cool thing is that when your number one priority is to your spark, committed to your spark, connected to your spark, all of your resources divert to your spark. Now you are tending you. Now you retrieve your gifts, your wisdom, your past mastery, your power, your sense of self-love, self-worth. And to cultivate more self-worth and increase your capacity to receive, every single day you could say to yourself, I love my divine spark. I am in profound self-love in my divine spark. And the more you awaken to that self-love in your spark, I love my spark. My spark is perfect. Then you radiate that conscious awareness that you're holding in your spark to yourself here. So again, with this way of working, we're using our energy fields, we're using ourselves in other dimensions to awaken and enlighten ourselves. Awaken the spark, commit to the spark. Number one mission, connection to spark. And then taking a deep breath in, holding awareness you are a spark, holding awareness that you are reflecting yourself as a spark, line of light, front of spine, physical human form. Update all your reference points, all ways in which you perceive. Hold your energy and awareness in divine line, front of spine. Body, hold energy and awareness in your divine line that runs through the spine, the spinal cord. And then take a breath. Let that integrate. Stabilize. Balance the electrical and the magnetic energy within your craniosacral fluid. Stabilize your Merkaba disc, expand your roots, because you're now starting to hold a more harmonic, connected vibration. The higher vibration we hold, the more balanced, more grounded we need to be.